First and foremost, call Allah, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakwadash. The honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone for teaching the truth, this beautiful truth. And shalom to the icon that's pushing his word and truth and sincerity across the globe. Shalom. And in today's lesson, I just want to go into why we have to be thankful to, suffer. And that, by suffering, it just shows, by affliction and what we're going through, it shows that the Lord, love us, by punishing us. He loves us by punishing us. So, when you're in a lower state and you're going through hell, you catching hell, man, count it joy. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that real fast. You got to count it joy when you're going through affliction. Let me see. This is James 1 from the top. It says, James, a servant of Yahweh and of the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. Okay? I'm going to read that again. It says, my brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience, right? So, when you're in a lower state, when you catch a hell, you going through afflictions, you hurting, we the brokenhearted, we hurt, you know what I'm saying? The Lord say he come for those that are of a contrite spirit, and we broken, we hurt, and we've been through a lot in this walk of ours, you know what I mean? However many years you've been in, we go through a lot, just as Israelite men, period, we go through a lot. So, coming to this truth, it only gets worse, but we got to count that joy because, for one, we have to understand that we went off, we went off, we did wrong, so we still got to count the joy and be thankful that the Lord is even, calling us to come back, through this hell that we catching, through this affliction we're going through. The Lord is calling us back. He punishing us, but he calling us back. And what we got coming can't compare to what we even going through anyway. So, we got to count it joy because this shows that the Lord loves us. He's correcting us. He's molding us to be perfect, And then, like it say, that the trying of your faith work with patience, right? So keep the faith, Keep the faith. Keep it through all the hell that you catch, through all the afflictions you go through. Keep the faith. Keep believing, know that the Lord is coming back to deliver us. And once he come back this time, we'll never be this low again. We'll never have to go through this. We're finna be perfect forever and ever, So keep the faith and count it all joy that the Lord is putting hell on you. It's all good. Don't worry about it. The Lord got us, man. But I want to read Isaiah 53. It's 12 verses. I'm going to read it just to show you, what the Lord went through and how Yahweh loved Yahushua, right? It says, but look at what the Lord went through. It says the suffering servant, which Yahushua was that, man. And nobody went through what Yahushua went through. Nobody caught hell like Yahushua caught hell. Nobody went through what he went through. So, this Isaiah chapter 53 from the top, it says, who have believed our report, and to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed? For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. He have no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him. So the Lord wasn't, it's talking about Yahushua. The Lord wasn't around here, looking all good, and it says there is no beauty that we shall desire him, right? It says he is despised and rejected of men, so he was low. with all the knowledge he had, you know, with all the power he had, he was despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. So the Lord was full of sorrows, which, we the same. We full of sorrows. We've been through so much. And, like the scriptures say, with much wisdom comes much grief. So us being in the know, with us being in the know, we see everything that's wrong with this place. You know what I'm saying? We know that, and it's like in this walk, you will have good times, or you might be having a good time, but still, even through them good times, you hurting, because in the back of your mind, you like, shit, something gonna happen soon. That's just how much we go through. Like, we enjoy our good times, but we know something else is coming. Something else could happen tomorrow. You know what I mean? You might be having a good week, then the next week a horrible week. That's just how it works. It says he is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. Yeah, we acquainted with grief. We got to live in this wicked kingdom. We wake up every day, got to go to work, to pay the bills, and we go to these jobs and we work hard for the enemy. We work hard for the enemy because we have to, because we subject to payments. We got to work for this man. It's things that we see, and we know how our law get. Our law is against certain things, and sometimes you be like, damn, you wish you could get rid of them for committing those wicked acts. But we can't, because we under this man's kingdom, and we got to follow this man's laws. You know what I mean? So that's grievous. You drink water, and when you go into it, when you drink the water out the plastic bottle has poison in it. That's grievous. Like, we can't even enjoy water. You eat fruit, and you got GMOs in the fruit. They putting all type of shit in the fruit. We can't even enjoy fruit. We can't even enjoy what we eat. That's very grievous. That's hell, that's pain, but that's because we in the know. Our people don't know, so they don't care. They think it's all good, but we know. We, in the back of our mind, we like, damn, we really don't even know what a real fruit tastes like. What fruit really supposed to taste like, what it's supposed to be like, the real benefits of it. That's grievous, man, that you have to deal with that. We got to deal with these wicked women. No matter what woman it is, if it's a so-called white woman or a so-called black woman, all of them off. But we got to deal with it while we here. That's grievous. We full of sorrows. We know that as men, we supposed to be the head, but guess what? It don't work like that in this kingdom. The women rule in this kingdom. That's grievous. That's sorrows. We go through that. It says, and we hid as it were our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Right? This is Yahweh Shai we speaking of. So you can only imagine what Yahweh Shai was going through. And Yahweh Shai suffered all these things. Niggas was rejecting him. Niggas was against him. But everything he was going through, and his whole mission was for us. Because Yahweh Shai was the mediator for us. Everything he went through was for us, was for us, man. He could have been like, fuck all of us, and didn't do that shit. But he did it for us. And that's the way our people and some of us treated the Lord. So could you imagine, like, damn, could you imagine if you was in this position and you like, you doing all this and you got to go through all this for this nation of people that don't even give a fuck? Could you imagine the pain, the sorrows, the grief that Yahweh Shai was going through, right? It says, surely he had borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of Yahweh, and afflicted. It says, but he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. So just like I just said, everything that the Lord went through was for us, because Yahweh Shai was the mediator for us. Yahweh Shai wanted us to be with him. You know what I'm saying? So he took on that cup of whatever he had to go through, of the crucifixion, everything that he went through. He took that on for the whole nation of Israel, the elect mainly. But shit, even the 2/3 get to come back. The Lord did that. If it wasn't for the Lord, man, we wouldn't be shit. So how you gonna say not to praise Yahweh Shai, man? If it wasn't for Yahweh Shai, Yahweh would have been like, fuck us if it wasn't for Yahweh Shai. So how you not gonna pray in the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai? Without Yahweh Shai, man, we can't get to Yahweh. So how you just gonna, just praise Yahweh? Nigga, that's in vain. Yahweh ain't hearing none of us if we ain't saying it in the name of Yahweh Shai. It says, all we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way, and the Lord have laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. Right? And that's a beautiful example for us. We got to be the same. Like, we can't complain. We can't complain, man. Like, we have no right to complain. We have no right to complain. Really, we don't got nothing to complain about, because at the end of the day, man, having this truth is the most beautiful thing. Thank the Lord for us having this truth. We have nothing to complain about. We got this truth, man, and soon Yahweh Shai coming back to destroy this place, and we going to be right there with him. We going to be on the right hand with Yahweh Shai. We going to be up there with Yahweh Shai, man. So we really ain't got nothing to complain about. All we got to be is thankful. Thank you, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the water, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, for this truth. It says he was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. So through all the hell he was catching, when he was being beaten and stabbed, and he opened not his mouth. And the reason he didn't, because he knew he had to go through it, and there was nothing he could say. He didn't have nothing to say. He had to go through it. So he opened not his mouth. So even us, and we got to be the same. Through this hell we catching, man, we have nothing to complain about. We can't complain. We got to go through this. And complaining and crying about it ain't gonna fix it. Sometimes you cry, you cry in your closet or whatever by yourself. But for the most part, hey, we got nothing. We can't say nothing, because you can complain all day, but that ain't gonna make the situation better. We going through this shit. That's just the facts. That's just the reality of it. We're going through it, and ain't nothing we can do about it. It says he is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before her shearers is dumb. So he opened up not his mouth. He was taken from prison and from judgment, and who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off of the land of the living. For the transgressions of my people was he stricken. For us, it says, and he made his grave with the wicked and with the rich in death, because he had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his mouth. So Yahweh Shai was perfect. Yahweh Shai ain't do nothing wrong. You suffer. He suffered from what he did in his past life, but he took on much more than that, because he took on a whole nation's transgressions when you read this chapter. So he went through way more than just what he did in his past lives. It says, because he had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his mouth. So the Lord was perfect. But then verse 10 goes on to say, yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him. It pleased Yahweh to bruise him. It pleased Yahweh to bruise the only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. And when he bruised us and he afflict us, it does the same thing to him. It pleases him. The servant not greater than his master. So if Yahweh Shai was punished, man, if he bruised Yahweh Shai, he's going to bruise us. That's just what it is. It says he have put him to grief, and that's what the Lord been doing to us. We hurt, and we ready to get out of here, But it pleases the Lord to put us in these positions, Now, let me get Hebrews 12, and I'm going to start at verse 5, okay? This is Hebrews 12 and verse 5, chapter 12 and verse 5. It says, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto my children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord. Right, so You know, don't get mad because the Lord whipping your ass. And despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, and neither should we be complaining. Because the Lord could give you everything you want and destroy your ass in that thermonuclear fire. He can make you rich and make you forget about him and let you have a great life, have all the women you want. And all of it would be in vain because you rather enjoy the moment. You rather live for the moment. So you want to live for the moment? Okay, well, die in this nuclear fire. Die from the plagues the Lord putting on this place. Die from starvation. You know what I'm saying? You know, die from seeing your child get ate. You know, just from your heart filling you with fear. You know what I mean? The Lord could put you through some shit, man, in Jacob's trouble. Since you want to despise, you know, the chastening of the Lord, since you want to despise him taking everything away from you now, you should rather the Lord take everything from you now than when Jacob's trouble come, you get destroyed because you want to live for the moment. You want to be in the house of mirth. Nah, it says better. Let me get that. It says, Ecclesiastes 7:2, it says, it is better to go to the house of mourning, which that's what we at, but it's better to be here than to go to the house of feasting. Right, turn it up, having fun, being rich, living a great life, fucking all the women you want, and all of that stuff is in vain anyway because it ain't real. Look at this kingdom, man. You know, these celebrity dudes, they got all these women, but don't none of them women care about them. They care about what they got. They care about them because of what the world view them as. They don't care about the man himself. So it ain't even real. You know, they got all them cars and all them clothes. None of that shit is real. None of that shit don't matter. It don't matter if the people around you fake. All that money, all them things, it attracts negative shit. It don't attract nothing real because nobody around you truly cares about you. So why would you even care about those things, right? It says, it is better to go to the house of mourning where we at right now, being afflicted, catching hell, you know. Women ain't really into us. They think we crazy. They think we out on the highways by, but they think we, you know, wearing dresses. They say all type of things about us. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they growing out. You know, women don't even like a man that grow his beard out like that. You know, they like it nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, they always got a little slick shit to say or whatever. You know, call them, you know, the apostles and the whole gym as, you know, rapists and things of that. We got to go through that. We're in the house of mourning. That's just what it is. It says, then to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men. For that is the end of all men. Yeah, they living it up right now, but all that shit in vain because all this shit is going to be destroyed and it's not going to be remembered. It's not going to be remembered. All of this shit that these niggas got going on is not going to be remembered. So don't worry about them. We here. We in the house of mourning. We going to suffer now because in the kingdom, baby, we going to ball. And then we're going to turn up. And then we're going to have all the fun in the world. It says, for that is the end of all men. Yeah, they're going to be destroyed. And that nuclear fire or whatever other plague the Lord going to put on them. It says, and the living will lay it to his heart. It says, sorrow is better than laughter. Yeah, and that's what we go, and that's what we do. We in sorrow. We in hell, man. We see that we are slaves. Our people don't see that we slaves, but when you in the know, when you in this truth, we see that we slaves. We see that we ain't nothing. It says sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. So when you at the bottom, and you catching hell and you going through hell, your heart is made better. It makes you, it's going to make us appreciate this power that we got coming. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take away all pride. We ain't going to have no pride. Because we going to know at the end of the day, Yahweh Shema Shai could take all this shit away. It makes your heart better. You know, it makes you appreciate. You know, when you at the bottom, bro, it makes you appreciate the little things. You know what I'm saying? You know, I thank the Lord. We all thank the Lord. We got to thank the Lord for having a roof over our head, clothes, socks. You know what I'm saying? Be able to turn this heat on when it's cold outside and turn the air on when it's hot out. You know, we thankful for those little things. You know what I'm saying? We thankful for hot water. Thankful to be able to use the bathroom in privacy. You know what I'm saying? Being able to use the bathroom on the toilet. You know, we thankful for the little things. And that's why when you low, it makes your heart better. It makes you appreciate the little things. So if you appreciate the little things, how much more are we going to appreciate the things that we have coming? You know, the things that we can't even imagine, man. We're going to appreciate it so much. We're going to call out Yahweh Shema Shai 24/7, you know. It says the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, which we are the wise, the elect, Aparadazah will be amongst that number. It says, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. And it's a lot of fools out here. 2/3 of them are our people. They turned up right now. But don't worry about them. Because in the days we living in, people ain't really, you know what I'm saying? People ain't really even, you know, you still got niggas still turning up. That's just how it's going. It's going to be going down like that for a while. But for the most part, when you look at it, bro, a lot of people hurting right now. The Lord taking the mirth out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So just, you know, the Lord working, man. I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to go here. This is Hebrews. I believe I read this already. I'm going to read it again. It says, this Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 5. It says, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. So, hey, man, don't give up because you getting your ass whooped. Keep pushing, man. Just like the Lord told Job. You know, Job was catching all that hell. But the Lord told him what? Gird up thy loins like a man. So, nigga, be a man. You know what I'm saying? Be a man and just take this shit and go through it. Take it. And don't complain about it. Just take it. You know, that's what I've been on in my walk, just taking it. You know what I'm saying? Just taking it. Just, you know, the Lord put me through some shit or whatever. I just take it. It is what it is, you know. And we getting closer to the end and we can see it. So, I mean, hey, this ain't the time to faint. This the time to just say, fuck it. We here. Keep going. It says, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. Right, so that's how you know the Lord love you, when your ass catching hell. When you catching hell, that mean the Lord love you, man. When you late on them bills, the Lord love you. He gonna make a way. Just keep the faith. You know what I'm saying? Your woman ain't acting right, and you care about your woman, hey, the Lord love you. He putting you through some shit. He just want to see if you gonna fold on him. You lose something, hey, the Lord love you. He just want to see if you gonna fold on him. That's all. That's all it is. Figure that and just understand that, and then you gotta read. You gotta understand. You know, that's just like the Lord took everything away from Job, bro. He took everything away from him. However long Job was going through whatever he was going through, you know, because you know, you don't know how many months it was, or how many days, or how many years, whatever. We don't know. But he did all that to Job. And guess what? At the end, he blessed Job double. And that's what the Lord gonna do us. But you gotta put your trust in the Lord. And you gotta know, man, the Lord gonna bless us. He's gonna give us Man, this go round, he gonna give us some things, bro, unimaginable. All right. It was another precept I had. Where it went? Not that one. Damn. Hold on. That ain't it. Hold on. Damn, I gotta get this precept. Hold on. Damn, how it go? I'm just typing in. It's gonna pop up. Oh, okay. I just gotta read all that. All right, I won't get this real fast. I'll go back up. This Hebrews 12 and 11, it says, Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. So no, right now we going through it. No, it don't. It don't feel good. It don't. That's the honest truth. It ain't supposed to feel good. So yes, you gonna feel pain. Your heart gonna hurt. You gonna want to cry sometimes. You gonna want to give up sometimes. It ain't meant to feel good. It's supposed to hurt. You know, it's supposed to hurt. Now, no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. I'll read that again. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. So afterward, you know, when you getting chastised, man, it's always a lesson through your punishment. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sit back and you gotta look at what you're going through. Sometimes a lot of shit, you know, sometimes we be going through some shit and it be some shit that we did. Like it's always some shit that we did. We went wrong. It's always something for, you know, when we suffering, you know, it's always a lesson behind it to make us better. And that's what we gotta start paying attention to. You know, you gotta start examining yourself and realizing where you went off. You know what I mean? You might be late on bills because you ain't handle your money right. You know what I'm saying? And now by the Lord, you know, putting hell on you from you being late on these bills, you can't, you know, buy some shit that you want or buy some shit that you probably need because you got to pay bills. Well, the Lord put that on you to show you, like, son, you need to do better with your spending habits, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it be because of us. You know, we can't just always blame, oh, I'm just going through it. Shit, sometimes it be the reason we going through it because of us, because of some shit we did. You know? We might have brought the wrong thing. Wasn't supposed to, you know, sometimes you let your flesh get the best and you go buy some shit and you know you can't afford that shit. You got bills coming up, but you won't look good or some shit. Some of the shit we do be because of us. All the shit we do be because of us. And it's always a lesson in everything that you go through, you know? I'm gonna jump back up. Hebrews 12 and 6, man. And then this is really, you know, what I want to get, you know, brothers to understand, and even a few sisters that, you know, watch the videos. This is Hebrews 12 and 6. It says, For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. So that's how you know the Lord loves you, man, by, you know, chastening you, putting hell on you, you know, putting that belt on your ass. That's how you know the Lord loves you. The Lord don't care nothing about the mighty men, you know, the celebrities, the niggas that got all this money, LeBron James and them. Them niggas ain't hurting from nothing. Them niggas don't need to be delivered from nothing. Them niggas is good. You know what I'm saying? They good. They good where they at. They comfortable here. They comfortable serving, you know, master. They comfortable with this shit. You know what I'm saying? They good. They good with this shit. We not, bro. We not. We know who we are as a people. We know we kings and princesses, you know what I'm saying? The women. But we know we kings, man. We know we not supposed to be in this position, man. We know we supposed to be ruling the earth. These niggas is okay with the little crumbs that Esau give them. Well, fuck them then, because we ain't. You know, we want the earth. We want the whole earth. We want the whole fucking pie. We want everything. This ours. You know what I'm saying? This is ours, bro. We not okay with this shit like the niggas of the world is. They okay with this shit. We not. You know? So the Lord ain't worried about 2/3 our people. They destined for destruction, man. They okay. They okay with praising Jesus still. They okay with that shit. You know what I'm saying? A white motherfucker, a Edomite motherfucker, white motherfucker with long, straight hair. They okay with praying to that shit. We're not. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker ain't got no pigmentation in their skin. They okay. They okay with serving that, bro. They okay with that. We not. You know what I'm saying? We take pride in the Lord being a so-called black man, man. We love it. That's who we serve and that's who we praying to. That's what we pray to. The one with woolly hair, bro. That's what we pray to. You know what I'm saying? We not, you know, these people okay with this shit. Verse 7, it says, if ye endure chastening, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? So, you know, that's another thing that should, that keep you going, something that keep you pushing, because you got brothers, you know, especially if you're on the account, bro, or even if you're not in the account and you just watching the videos, bro, you're not alone. Trust and believe. And what you going through, another brother done been through it or going through it. So you're not alone. You know what I'm saying? So that should encourage you, bro. It's all good, man. You ain't the only one. You're not alone. It says, for what son is whom the Father chasteneth not? It says, but if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. And you don't want to be a bastard. You don't want to be a bastard, man. You know, you want the Lord to love you. So if the Lord got to put you through some shit, hey, go through it and take it. And I'm speaking to myself too. When I say these words, I'm speaking to myself too. Because, you know, to be honest, man, that motherfucking affliction, boy, it be some shit. I understand. It be some shit, boy, when you're going through it. And hell no, it do not be joyous when you're going through it. Trust me, I know. Because I go through it. I've been through it. It is not okay. It hurts. But at the end of the day, bro, you're not alone. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we got to go through. And, you know, at the end of the day, the Lord he gonna make a way for us. So with that, call halal Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone for teaching this truth, this beautiful truth. And shalom to the Akim that's pushing this word and truth and sincerity across the globe. Shalom. Keep pushing Akim. We almost about it out of here. We almost about this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Just keep pushing, keep going, keep fighting.